Hi, testing, testing. Hi, and welcome to our webinar on our Star Supplier program and how it benefits you as a seller. To give you a little bit of background on myself, I run the US account management team here at Alibaba.com. I've been working at Alibaba.com for more than a year, and prior to my time at Alibaba.com, I worked at various US marketplaces like Open Sky and Living Social. My job at Alibaba.com is to make sure that you are all successful, and my team here based in New York is here to help you figure out how to best navigate the platform and answer any questions that you may have. Today, we are going to review the new Star Supplier program. We're going to go over what the Star Supplier Rating System is, what criteria is considered in the ratings, how and when ratings are calculated, what you can do to influence your star rating, benefits of maintaining a high star rating, and a live Q&A. To begin, let's go over what exactly the Star Supplier program is. The Star Supplier program launched at the end of December and is our new rating system that evaluates, incentivizes, and instructs sellers like yourselves to grow your e-commerce capabilities and to be successful on Alibaba.com. All sellers will be evaluated on 3 different capabilities that are measured by 6 different indicators. In order to give you a better understanding of what the Star Supplier program is, I'm going to walk you through the back end where you can find your Star Supplier data, and I'll explain in further detail what each capability and indicator actually means for you. So in order to find your Star Supplier ratings, what you'll do is when you log on to Alibaba.com, you're going to hover over My Alibaba, click, you'll go to the left-hand navigation bar, hover over Analytics, and click into Star Ratings. So right away, you can see here that there's 3 different capabilities that we measure on. So product, marketing, and service. And within each of the capabilities, there's indicators that we measure you on, right? So the whole purpose of this is that you can right away see exactly where you stand on each indicator and what you need to do in order to get to the next level. So the first capability that we measure you against is product. Under product, the first indicator is premium products. So what we mean when we say premium products, that means the number of products that you actually have in your store that are high quality. And when we say high quality, that means anything that's a 4.0 or above. So you can see here in my test account that I have 6 premium products. If I wanted to become a 1-star, I would need to add 20 more products to even get there, right? And you can see with each level exactly where you need to go to get to that next star. So if I wanted to be a 5-star in this particular category, it would be up to me to add up to 200, basically 260 products to be a 5-star in this particular indicator. The next indicator that we look at is the product information score. So we mentioned the score of your premium products. What the product information score is it's your average score of all of your products. So each products are rated on a scale of 1 to 4. The more information that you have on your products, the better. So if you fill out all of your products with a lot of information, images, pictures, and a ton of detail, you'll be able to bump up your product information score. So you can see in my account, right, that I am below a 1-star. I need to have an average of 3 in order to get to a 1-star. So I would know looking at this that I need to go in, maybe add more images, add more product details if I wanted to bump that up. The second capability that we measure you on is marketing. So we break marketing out into 2 different indicators. The first indicator on marketing is the number of active visitors. So what the definition of active visitors is the number of total visitors that have sent you an inquiry or an instant message. In order to make sure that you are getting people to send you an inquiry, it's really, really important that all of your product keywords are very, very relevant, right? Because you want to make sure that when people are finding you in search, that what they're doing is they're actually using those product keywords to find you. And if they aren't relevant, it's going to be not likely that they actually send you an inquiry or a message. The next indicator that we look at is your conversion rate. Conversion rate is defined as the number of active visitors divided by the total unique visitors in the last 30 days. Unique visitors are defined as visitors that are seeing your product and clicking in. So to keep your conversion rate up, right, and to get people viewing your products, clicking in, and actually sending you an inquiry, there's a lot of things that you can do, right? So you can make sure that, again, those product keywords are relevant, that you have really sharp pricing, that you have MOQs that are competitive to what's in the marketplace, to make sure that you have a great product description, as well as images. These are all things that you can do to help bump up your conversion rate. The last capability that we measure you on is service. The indicator that we use for service is your response rate. It is incredibly, incredibly important that you respond to all inquiries within 24 hours and all instant messages that you receive in 1 hour. If you don't respond to your inquiries during this time frame, it will definitely affect your response rate. So a lot of times I get feedback from people that they are getting spam messages, so they don't respond. If you feel like you are getting a spam inquiry, please make sure that you are marking it as spam so it doesn't affect your response rate. Also note that sub-accounts play into your response rate. So it's really important that everyone on your team that has access to responding to messages also responds within 24 hours so it doesn't affect your response rate. So again, you can see here, I'm at a 0%. So I just haven't been responding to my messages. If I wanted to bump that up, I'd have to start responding within 24 hours. So you can see, right, there's all these indicators that we look at, but how do we actually calculate what your score is? So the way that we do that is we calculate what your score is by your lowest star, right? And that's what your score will be. So you can see up here, I'm at a 0 star. And the reason that I'm at a 0 star is because I'm below in the number of premium products. I'm below in my product information score. I'm okay, I'm a 1 star in both my active visitors and my conversion rate, but I'm also a 0 at my response rate. So if I wanted to bring that up, what I would need to do is I need to start actively working on those 3 things. And all 3 of these things actually are totally in my control, right? I can go in and add the products, I can go in and adjust the product information score, and I can also make sure that I'm responding within 24 hours. So all of these things totally in my control. One thing to note is how it works is we populate your scores, so you'll get your new star rating on the 5th of every month. So on February 5th, I will have a new star rating. So that means from now until January 31st, if I work on these 3 things, then I have the ability to bump my star rating up for February 5th. So now that I've walked you through a little bit about what the supplier is and what we measure on, I also want to now kind of talk about exactly what the benefit is for you, right? So just pull this up. The main benefit of the Star Supplier program is that we actually prioritize Star Suppliers in our search results, which helps create more potential business opportunities for suppliers that have a star rating. The higher the star, the more boost you will actually get when you show up in search. And I think this graph does a really good job of showing that. So you can see in the purple is where you would currently be, right? So at a star 0, there's no additional boost to help you show up more in search. As you go up in each star, you can see what a significant increase in how we're going to boost you to show up in search. Another thing to note, as soon as you become a star supplier that has a 1, we actually will make it so you're eligible in more on-site promotions. And so the higher stars that you have, the more ability you actually are, the more ability that you have to be pulled into more promotions on site as well as search. So this really will benefit you. And by using the Star Supplier, you'll have very clear indicators on exactly what you need to do in order to be successful, so that will boost you more in search. So now that I walked you through the Star Supplier, I just wanted to open up the floor now to any questions that you guys may have. Now's your time to ask any questions. So the question is what is the difference in benefits between a zero and star 1 and say a star 3 and a star 4? So if you're a star 0, there's no benefits, right? Because we're not going to be able to boost you more in search. So if you become a Star Supplier, a star 1, we're automatically going to start boosting you more, and you'll be eligible for more promotions. A difference between a star 3 and star 4 is not only are we going to boost you more, but you also do have the ability to purchase additional, you'll be able to purchase additional product showcases, which can help you show up more in search. The next question is, are these Star Supplier ratings for global suppliers only? The answer is yes. China suppliers actually have stricter Star Supplier guidelines. So the next question I got was, how do we get to the ranking page? So basically, I can just quickly walk you through that again. When you go to your My Alibaba account and you hover over My Alibaba, click in, go to Analytics, Star Ratings. And right here, you can see what your score is. So this is a great question. So why is response time baseline 1 hour? Due to time zone differences, I cannot respond if I am sleeping. Completely fair. So it's actually not 1 hour. It's going to be 24 hours for any inquiry that you're receiving, right? So if you're receiving any inquiry, it's going to be 24 hours. The hour is only in place if you're actually online, so on your desktop, and someone is messaging you on the chat now functionality. So you will have 24 hours. Don't worry about that. Do we have any other questions? I'll leave it open for the next minute or so. So we just got another question, also a great one. Are weekends included in the time to respond? So yes, they are. However, when you look at it, right? So the service, it's going to be an average, right? So if the weekends, it's 48 hours. That's okay. We understand that you have lives, but during the week, please try to make sure that you're responding within 24 hours. Okay, so this is going to be the last call for questions. Anything additional? Okay. Well, thank you guys so much. If you have any additional questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. And we will send you a follow-up with a link to refer to this. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.